Good evening. He who does not understand your silence will probably not understand your words. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. His Majesty the King was invited to UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. Employment statistics of Bahrainis continue to improve. LMRI sets up Victims Protection and Witnesses Office. Dubai Police relaunched Ramadan campaign warning of illegal firework use. UAE residents could soon apply for Schengen visas online. UNESCO urged governments to implement global ethical framework without delay. News in detail. His Majesty the King was invited to UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa Chiri received a written message from the President of the United Arab Emirates, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, enclosing an invitation to His Majesty the King to attend the 20th session of the Conference of the Parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, COP28, which will be hosted by the UAE at Dubai Expo City. His Majesty the King received at Al Safriya Palace UAE Ambassador to the Kingdom of Bahrain, Sheikh Sultan bin Hamdan bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who delivered the message. His Majesty the King expressed thanks to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan for the kind invitation, hailing the UAE's hosting and presidency of the global conference, which will contribute to shape a future roadmap for global climate change action. Employment statistics of Bahrainis continue to improve. Bahrain's employment indicators are continuing to improve, with 7,101 citizens finding jobs in the private sector in the first quarter of this year. The figure represented 35% of the targeted 20,000 jobs annually set in the economic recovery plan. The number of job seekers who received training in the first quarter reached 2,084. Labour Minister Jamil Humaydan said he stressed the importance of the economic recovery plan in fast-tracking jobs for Bahrainis. 33% of those who found jobs during the first quarter were university graduates, compared to 30% during the same period last year, he added. LMRI sets up Victims Protection and Witnesses Office. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority has initiated procedures for establishing an office for the protection of victims and witnesses in cases of trafficking in persons. The Chief Executive Officer of the LMRI, Head of the National Committee for Combating Trafficking in Persons, Nauf Abdurrahman Jamshid, said that the office would function as a point of contact with the public prosecution by studying and submitting requests in cases of trafficking in persons. It aims to protect victims and witnesses from the psychological and material damage during public prosecution procedures, on top of following up on the implementation of verdicts. Jamshid affirmed the Kingdom's commitment to protection of trafficking in persons victims. She added that the authority would continue supporting related investigations to bring all culprits to justice and ensure the safety of all. Transportation Administrator Indian Ambassador held discussions. Minister of Transportation and Telecommunication Mohammed bin Tamir Al-Kabi and Indian Ambassador to the Kingdom of Bahrain Piyush Srivastava discussed bilateral relations and issues of common interest. The minister affirmed strong ties of friendship binding both countries and the need to further enhance them, mainly in the transportation and telecommunication sector. The Indian ambassador thanked the minister for the meeting, wishing Bahrain every success in its comprehensive development march. LMRI conducted 2 inspection campaigns in capital and Muharraq governorates. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority conducted 2 joint inspection campaigns in the capital governorate and the Muharraq governorate on a number of shops and work sites. The campaigns resulted in reporting violations related to the labour market and residency laws. The cases were referred for legal action. LMRI noted that a joint inspection campaign was conducted in the Muharraq Governorate in coordination with the Nationality, Passports and Residence Affairs and the Governorate's respective police directorate. The other inspection campaign was undertaken in the Capital Governorate in coordination with the General Directorate of Crime Detection and Forensic Evidence of the Ministry of Interior. Now we will be back after a very short break. The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination. Welcome back. Dubai Police relaunched a Ramadan campaign warning of illegal firework use. Dubai Police have relaunched its annual Ramadan campaign on the dangers of illegal fireworks, warning illicit firecrackers can be potentially deadly and offenders can face a hefty fine and potential jail time if caught. Under the slogan, "Remember, fireworks are more dangerous than you think," the campaign aims to educate the community about the dangers of fireworks, especially during celebrations in the holy month. The campaign particularly emphasized the importance of not allowing children and individuals to handle fireworks directly due to their danger. UAE created a map of Mars using Hubble probe photos. Center for Space Science has created an impressive global map of Mars using the photos sent by the orbiting Hubble probe. At first glance, the illustration looked like a sepia version of the world map, but upon closer look, could see locations like Terra, Xanth, and Olympus Mons. The red planets, polar ice caps, mountains, volcanoes, remnants of ancient rivers, lakes, valleys, and impact craters are among the landmarks and features that are visible on the map. UAE residents could soon apply for Schengen visas online. UAE residents wishing to travel to Schengen countries should not have to wait for appointments, stand in a queue, or submit their passports to process their visas as the European Union moves a step closer to digitalize the permit procedure. The EU member states' ambassadors on Wednesday agreed the Council's negotiating mandate for a proposal to digitalize the visa procedure. It introduces the possibility to apply for a visa online and replaces the current visa sticker with a digital visa. It aims to make the visa application procedure more efficient and to improve the security of the Schengen area. UNESCO urged governments to implement a global ethical framework without delay. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization has urged governments to fully implement its recommendation on the ethics of artificial intelligence immediately. The global normative framework, adopted unanimously by the 193 member states of the organization, provides all the necessary safeguards. All member states endorsed this recommendation on November 2021. It is high time to implement the strategies and regulations at the national level. The move follows calls by over 1,000 tech workers this week for a pause in the training of the most powerful artificial intelligence systems, including ChatGPT. The recommendation on the ethics of artificial intelligence is a global normative framework adopted unanimously by the 193 member states of the organization to provide all the necessary safeguards. It guides countries on how to maximize the benefits of artificial intelligence and reduce the risks it entails. To this end, it contains values and principles, but also detailed policy recommendations in all relevant areas. China launched new remote sensing satellites. China launched a Long March 2D carrier rocket on Thursday evening to place new remote sensing satellites in space. The satellites of the PiSat-1 constellation were lifted at 6:50 p.m. Beijing time on Thursday from the Taiyuan Satellite Launch Center in northern China's Shaanxi province and then entered the present orbit. They will mainly provide commercial remote sensing data services. This mission was the 469th flight of the Long March carrier rockets. India contributed 4.8% to climate crisis, new research paper said. India has contributed 4.8% to the global mean surface temperature change resulting from historical emissions of carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. A new research paper has said, in comparison, the United States contributed to 17.3% of the change, highest globally, and China contributed to 12.3%, the paper published in Nature journal on Wednesday said. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.